Enjoy color, contrast, and clarity without boundaries with the expansive Dell Ultrasharp 24/7 4K monitor, Dell's first 27-inch monitor to combine the brilliant color clarity of Dell HDR with Infinity Edge, a virtually borderless design. Incredibly thin bezels on all four sides provide for expansive edge-to-edge viewing. Multiply your productivity. Experience a virtually seamless view on a multi-monitor setup thanks to the ultra-thin bezels. Captivating Dell HDR delivers greater color depth and more contrast, so you see highly realistic, saturated color images with brighter luminescence and incredible detail. Ultra HD 4K resolution that's 4 times more detailed than Full HD. You'll view crisp images with sharp detail. And the wide viewing angle promotes collaboration with consistent images from almost any perspective. Staying organized while you multitask is easier with Dell's Display Manager with Easy Arrange. Simply tile multiple applications on one screen to keep tabs on it all. Work the way you like with a fully adjustable stand that allows complete desktop customization for an ideal productive experience. Go beyond the boundaries and enjoy Dell HDR color, contrast, and clarity too with the Dell Ultrasharp 27 4K monitor.
With a sleek curved screen and stunning WQHD plus 3840 by 1600 resolution, the ViewSonic VP3881 monitor elevates your viewing experience from flat to panoramic. Colorful curves are ahead thanks to an expansive 38-inch concave screen and a factory-calibrated Delta E less than 2 value that delivers incredible front-of-screen performance and color reproduction. With an ultra-wide 21:9 aspect ratio, a frameless screen with ultra-thin bezels, and integrated speakers, this monitor delivers amazingly immersive images ideal for video editing, content development, and other color-critical applications. With the ability to decode HDR10 video signals, this monitor delivers incredibly detailed video playback. Colors are brighter and more vivid, and contrast is richer and more detailed. What's more, HDCP 2.2 content protection is standard across all ports to provide secure 4K content playback, streaming, and gaming. Hardware calibration is also available with the optional ViewSonic Calibration Kit, which puts color at your command with quick and easy monitor calibration to maintain color accuracy. In addition to future-proof DisplayPort and HDMI inputs, a powerful USB 3.1 Type-C input delivers charging power, data, video, and audio over a single connector.
When I saw the Surface Studio for the first time, the jaw drops a little bit.
The Surface dial with the Studio, there's just this magic that takes place.
It's definitely redefining the concept of desktop.
Sketchable is principally designed for pen and touch input. The Surface Studio fits it to a T.
With the Surface Studio, what I saw immediately was the size of the screen. Whatever you're doing, if you're trying to be productive, real estate matters. The really special thing about the Surface Dial is when we can change the color while you're painting without even picking up the tip, that's not just as good as real life, it's better.
At Bluebeam Software, we make solutions for the architecture, engineering, and construction industries. With the Surface Studio, you really have a new collaborative way of interacting with documents.
It is essentially the same angle as the drafting table. You're more immersed in the technology once you're down in studio mode.
With the dial, there's an off-screen and on-screen presence, and so I can work however makes sense to me.
Mental Canvas combines freehand drawing with 3D capabilities. You could draw on a canvas, but then you can also project your strokes into space. With Surface Studio, you just get this really fluid experience of creation that's just not possible anywhere else.
The experience so far has been seamless.
It's going to change the way that people do work at their desk.
Once you start to use it, you don't feel like you're working with a computer anymore. You feel like the computer's serving you rather than the other way around.
My name is Randy Weddick. I'm a DP, and I'm also the technology consultant at Banpro Film and Digital. I'm here to talk to you today about the PA32U from Asus. So what's really neat about these monitors from Asus is that they are HDR compliant and HDR capable, and they can put out 1,000 nits. And that's huge because it allows you to QC on set the images and to check the levels without needing to get a $30,000 monitor. You can at least check the brightness levels. You can see that they're within your color gamut and within your broadcast spec. This monitor is capable of doing Rec 709, which is your standard high-definition broadcast space, P3, which is the theatrical mastering space, and also Rec 2020, which is a future space with much more color options. Filmmakers and artists often ask me about why they should be concerned about HDR, and I think the answer to that is as simple as going TV shopping. Now, with a 4K set and an HD set next to each other, and you're a few feet away from them, or even 10 feet away from them, you can look at them and you can see more detail in the 4K set. That's clear. If you're 50 feet away from an HDR set and a standard dynamic range set, you can tell the difference. It's extremely obvious that the HDR image has so much more brightness range. You're just opening up a whole new palette that is much more similar to how the human eye reacts to light. Filmmaking's a collaborative process, and oftentimes you're working with an editor, a director, and a colorist, and sometimes they're all in different places. You're able to share data, view it in calibrated environments, access it at vast speeds, and all this really helps the collaborative process.